everybody, welcome back from Minot, North Dakota. We're doing our best to get everything together. We're gonna hunt a pretty decent little pond this morning. Probably gonna have to run a little bit of traffic, but there were a ton of mallards, a ton of pintails, and a lot of redheads in here. Y'all stick around.
Cleaning ducks in North Dakota, boys. Where we at, Will?
Minot, baby.
What are we doing?
Cleaning ducks. Had a decent morning. Dakota and David had a better morning, though. They shot a 2-man. We did not.
Who had a bad morning?
Paul did. Paul's holding the camera. That's why he's not cleaning ducks.
Big goose egg.
It's all right, though. Tomorrow is a new day, like Chicken Little said. Lots of snow starting to fly over. We're hearing a bunch out here. Young bird, and feathers on it. See, I got that nice. It's gonna make a good duck gravy for everybody watching at home. We'll film y'all an episode cooking a duck gravy later on. Southern Leisure Outdoors. Film all that. It's been some tough sledding since we got here. A lot of the ducks that we saw earlier on in this trip they're gone. But the weather is supposed to be changing. Right now, as you can see, I'm wearing short sleeves. It's 3:30 in the afternoon currently while I'm filming this, and it's 78 degrees. Tomorrow, though, however, the high is only supposed to be 52. So we're hoping that this big front's gonna push in. We spent a ton of time on the road today. We're really trying to find some ducks. It's just been a struggle. We've seen a lot of snow geese, not a lot of ponds that are holding ducks. Most of the ponds that we've seen, they've had anywhere from 20 to 30, a bunch of ponds with 2s and 3s. Some that we saw yesterday had over 150 to 200. They're just not holding them right now. So we really need this front to do its magic. The wind is starting to pick up. This morning we hunted a small private farm pothole. It was probably 300 yards by 300 yards. We killed 9 this morning. Wasn't too bad, but only half of the ducks that we saw ended up coming back in there. So we've really got to have this weather come in, move some of the birds down from Canada, and hopefully that will occur. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the real estate that we're looking at here. So if you look behind me, it's full-blown wintertime here. And when the wind starts picking up like this, it's been so dry, guys, that the rain has just not been a factor to the point to where things are starting to crack, and a lot of potholes here are dried up. So it's making it really difficult. However, it's part of the chase. It's why we do it. We drove 1,700 miles to be here. We're here for 10 days. I'm hoping for the best. Our crew here, we've got a great attitude about it. We've got a couple of options. We're gonna show them to you guys. I think that we can get on them here, so stick around with us. It takes a lot of effort to do the scouting out here. You know, we looking at the maps, and Onyx has been just such a great help, but some of these spots are 600, 700 to 1,000 yards off the roadway. When I say roadway, I'm talking about county roadway, quote unquote. This is basically a low maintenance road. A lot of these places, when you come to North Dakota, this is what it's gonna look like. It's not easy access right now, but it's easier. I've been here for the last 4 years coming, and I've been here when there's been torrential rain. I've been here when there's a lot of snowfall, and when there is a ton of snowfall, it makes it absolutely difficult to traverse these paths. The dry conditions, though, make it a lot more challenging because there's a ton of rocks up here, and a lot of people don't realize that most of the hillside in the country here in North Dakota was formed from glaciers thousands and thousands of years ago. So These farmers are out here farming. They're turning up the fields. They're turning up the rocks. So that's just a little bit of basic snippet of what's going on out here. Red's walking back up here now. We'll talk to him. We'll see what kind of report he's gonna give. We're out here day 2. We got permission to hunt a private pond. It's pretty legit. It was choked with some mallards, some pintails, some gadwalls. Guy was real nice. He was more worried about us not getting in a fight with the neighbor. That's for a story for later on. And apparently he had a coon tearing up his barn roof. So we'll share that story later on down here, but we're about to get into the action. Getting everything ready. Just got a heavy front came right through here. Let's see what happens. There you go. He gone now. He gone. Mid-morning update here for you guys watching. We got 3 to go. It has been just an absolute banger of a morning. That weather's what we needed, which I think. There's some pintails, some widgeons, some gadwalls, some teal. It's been a mixed bag for everything. It's been super, super awesome. Hopefully we can finish off these 3. All smiles out here, right boys? We just finished off our first official limit in North Dakota here on the trip. We're gonna show you guys the birds here. We're gonna try to get all this stuff picked up here. The wind's picked up really, really hard. Temps are consistently dropping. When we got out of the truck this morning, it was 52 degrees. Now it's almost 40. Wind's probably blowing about 30 miles an hour. Killed a lot of quality ducks. Some pintails, some gadwalls, some green-winged teal, a couple of spoonies. I love shooting spoonbills. A lot of people give them a bad rap. They're beautiful ducks. Man, everything just worked perfectly. We're tucked here into this valley in this small pond here on some public water, and they just wanted to get down in here. So we're gonna get this picked up and we'll be right back. All right, team, what we got today?
We got a 3-man limit in North Dakota on day number 3.
That's right. What'd you think about that, buddy?
Amazing.
That was pretty incredible, huh?
It was intense. A lot of ducks coming in, and good thing we scouted this pond.
That's right. I gotta give props over here to the Marine. The Marine found this. He did Special Forces recon. Army crawl. Dude's all bloodied and blistered, but man, we got the job done.
Yep.
Southern Leisure Outdoors. Man, I'm telling you, we put the smoke down on them. We're gonna go do a little riding around today. We're gonna see about letting this pond rest tomorrow. Maybe come back to it on Wednesday. But man, what a morning. Absolutely.
Yep.
Paul, how was the walk this morning?
Well, wasn't too bad. Had a few cow holes.
Yeah. It was nice of the lady. Yesterday we passed this pothole and about 200 ducks dive bombing into here, mostly mallards. And we were able to get some permission to hunt on this private piece of land. Lady was super nice. We'll walk down over here, show you guys the setup. We're in a cattle pond today. Mud's real soupy. There were some Canadas in here yesterday, so kind of hoping for a mallard Canada shoot. I know it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but got us a nice little spread here.
Got the Canadas going. This is not a very big pond, y'all. Tiny. Reach out and touch the other side. But hey, it's sheet water in here, so there's actually a little ice on the ground this morning. So we'll see how we do. So the early morning update is, we got about 9 or 10 ducks down on this little bitty farm pond. And visitors have decided to grace their presence here. So that'll make for interesting shooting. Really hard walking out here through these guys. I guess they've decided, nope, it's time to go. We out. Negative. No party here today. Nate, so how many officially have you killed today?
6.
Okay, so he's lying. He thinks he's killed over his own limit. Flat out telling stories. We just had a monster B-52 come in here. Pick him up, Paul. Show him to the camera. He was a stud. Dropped like a stone. They've been trickling in here, 1s, 2s. We had a group of about 40 mallards about 15 minutes before shooting time, and I'm not all about breaking the law, so that was sad to watch. Sad and, well, what do they call that? Bittersweet to watch. It's nice of this lady, though, to let us hunt her private farm. Pulling in the pile picks, boys. It has been a pretty good epic 3 days.
Without the flash.
Yeah, you are. We need something to set the camera up on.
Have you ever seen that?
Just a little sneak peek for y'all. We got permission to cross this field from the farmer about 3/4 of a mile in, so this is gonna save us. This place has been holding ducks all freaking week, so let's hope for the best. Dakota's paddling it in. Bringing it to the spot. And we're about to watch Tater rip a hole in his waders.
Not today.
Not today, son. Paul's trying to take a pee-pee. And there it is. Ribeye of the sky. Of course. Right after shooting time. Been riding a hole all day long. Been hearing them feed, and here they come. Typical. What a trip it's been, guys. We got here, really high expectations. Started out the week on a little bit of a slow streak, but it crescendoed in the middle of the week. We killed a few limits, and then we had another front, and then I think what happened with that is it blew out all the ducks that were here, brought in a ton of geese. We watched thousands and thousands of snows and specks and Canadas and swans make their way in. We spent countless amount of hours, countless amount of times putting miles on the truck trying to find the ducks out here on public land. And it's a grind. It's nothing that's easy. You're not just gonna come up here and, you know, just find a pothole, set up on it and hope for the best. You really have to put in the time, the effort, the work, but that's why we do things like that here at Southern Leisure Outdoors. You know, our passion was born for hunting, and our other passion is to hunt the public land. So we got our season kicked off really well. The other thing, we would absolutely love it if you guys would smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, follow us for the rest of our adventures that we have coming. We have a lot of new videos that are going to come out. Big duck season here in Southeast Louisiana is going to open really, really soon. We're hoping for the best. We'll catch you guys around on the next one.